Welcome back. It is the PM show on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Fred Dryer and Jennifer Horn. I'm in for Michael, and it's so much fun to work with Fred because he actually on the break shows you really cool toys like his Constitution, like it's a folder, like a laminated folder. And I'll hold it up here if you are in our video chat room, you can check it out. But it's a laminated version of the Constitution. And I just asked Fred on the break if I thought any members of Congress might have this. And you said what?
I said,
probably not.
Absolutely no way. The Constitution. Whose Constitution?
Consta what?
France?
Constipation?
Yeah. So, but these are great little items. I'm going to bring some in for everybody, and they're just great to have. And they're actually it's actually a folder. Mm-hmm. You put your stuff in.
Right.
And here it is, folks.
With the whole outline of the Constitution.
And it's got it's got the preamble, all the articles, and certainly all the amendments, all 27 of them. And you can see right away how this country was not only created, but how it has amended itself to the population as the years and the decades have gone by.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really terrific. It's a great little thing to have. I'm going to bring some in for you.
Stocking stuffers.
And I'd love to be able to have a bunch of these and to offer them to people and just have them carried around. So
it's
when
a good
somebody
promo.
says,
a Fred Dryer emblazed one of those would be kind of fun. We should see if we can find those.
We might be able to do it. And we'll contact this company, the Quick Study Academic Bar Charts Incorporated, and world's #1 academic outline, and it's great to have it. So when someone says to you, we got to abolish slavery, the 13th Amendment, you go right to it,
right?
And then talk all about that. And then there's all kinds of things in here that like, the right to bear arms, which is very, very,
very much in question now.
Very convenient topic that we're going to get into today. There's a lot of things that have happened, and we're all aware now about the terrible murders that took place in Connecticut, and the terrible reporting that was initially released about who, what, where, when, and why, and then the horror of realizing that 20 of the 26 were between 5 and
babies,
6, 7, 8 years of age, and these are the types of things that really shake you, folks. Everybody has children, not everybody, but everybody certainly knows of children, has family members that have children and grandchildren, and so forth and so on.
Everybody is so quick to jump on the gun bandwagon because it's so easy. I'd done something on my Facebook page because everybody jumps on guns because they don't have hearts, they don't have souls, they don't have emotions, and they're not beings. No, the much tougher image here in the much tougher issue is dealing with mental health issues and the fact that we've actually shut down all the institutions in the country because there's no place to go. You can put someone on a 72-hour psych hold, but if they're over 18, they can check themselves out at any time. So where do these people go? You don't want to send your kid to jail. You don't want to. You don't want to punish them for being ill. You want to get them the help they need. And where does it go? And is this addressed with Obamacare? Does anybody know? Nobody knows.
That's interesting you bring it up because the first thing that I thought of when they realized that the killer, Adam Lanza, have you seen a picture of him?
Yeah, he looked out of his mind.
No, he's completely crazy, and it's not a surprise that he would do this type of a thing. And it's a perfect storm. These things don't happen all the time. I've got a little factoid here that I want to go over with you folks. It's kind of fun, It's how dangerous are guns in relationship to everything else that happens in life, And they compared it to a lot of things here. And one is the subject of doctors, The number of physicians in the United States is 700,000. And the accidental deaths caused by physicians per year are 120,000. Accidental deaths per physician is 0.171. Statistics courtesy of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Now, think about this. Guns. The number of gun owners in the United States is 80 million. There's 80 million gun owners. The number of accidental gun deaths per year, all age groups, is 1,500.
Wow.
The number of accidental deaths per gun owner is 000188. Statistics courtesy of the FBI. So
Wow.
statistically, doctors are approximately 9,000 more times likely to kill somebody than gun owner is. You know, remember, guns don't kill. You know, doctors do. That's the funny thing. Not everybody has a gun, but almost everyone at least has one doctor. You know, this is true. Yeah, this means if you're over 9,000 times more likely to be killed by a doctor as a gun owner. So, you know, there's tiny little things like that put a lot of this stuff into perspective. And what first hit me when I heard about the tragedy, this murder in Connecticut, was not only the children, the families, and how that ripples across. You know, how it just goes from coast to coast, you know, border to border, and then some. There's people all around the world that know about this and have seen the heartbreak of all of this. And then there's how quickly the left will jump on it to politicize it and move it into a politic, and how they dress it up, and how they immediately want to sweep everything up and tell people we're here to help. And you know, when a government official says we're here to help, you better grab your gun and then run for
the hills.
Run for the hills. So, and looking back on all of this, you know, they go right after our Second Amendment, and they want to now start. The first thing they said was, the guy had a Tommy gun, and he came in and he killed all these people. He must have had a Tommy gun, and so we've got to now get rid of all Tommy guns and all automatic weapons and blah 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 blah. We've got to make a law of this. We've got to make a law of that. Well, we have laws. We've got over 220 of them. 220 laws on the books. The problem is they will not follow the law. They will not take people who will break the law, who run guns. I mean, the United States, the government is running guns.
Yeah.
You know, they're spreading
giving
guns.
them to her. Yeah, giving him. Look at the Mexico deal. I mean,
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And you know, this kid. I mean, there are gun laws in place because this kid tried to get a weapon and decided not to because he was put on a 14-day hold.
Yeah, that's right.
And so the system does work in that respect.
It does work.
I mean,
not everybody's crazy.
Right.
You know, you're not going to be able. You know, they're trying to say, and they keep patronizing us with, we have to do something. This should never happen again. We've got to pass these laws finally, once and for all. People have to become reasonable and realize that you have to do something so this never happens again. Guess what? It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to stop it. But the one thing you can do is make sure that maybe there's a couple of teachers in that school that should have a gun.
I was going to say, is that what's next? Armed teachers or armed guards at every school?
Well, I mean, not everybody should have a gun, but I mean, there should be somebody there that can use common sense to fix this problem. Now, when we get back, we'll get further into this. We have a couple of sound bites from Mayor Bloomberg. You ought to hear these things.
My buddy Mayor Bloomberg. All right. I like it. We'll check in with him next. You can dial us up if you want to talk to us. 800-336-2225. 800-336-2225. You can also send us an email, incoming@crni.net. Jennifer Horn, Fred Dryer on CRN Digital Talk Radio.